Hey guys, what's up? And so, for my 150th horror film review. Yes, this is the 150th horror film I've ever reviewed on my YouTube channel. I thought I'd check out a Hong Kong exploitation horror comedy drama crime film from 1996 from the director of Ip Man, which is a rather popular like martial arts film. I haven't got a chance to see it yet, but still. And that movie is the Ebola Syndrome. So this movie is about a restaurant employee who murdered a couple right in front of their daughter 10 years ago, and he is now living in South America, and he rapes a African tribeswoman and becomes infected with the Ebola virus, only to infect more people in South Africa before going to his home in Hong Kong and infecting even more people. So, the film starts out with our anti-hero, Kai, who is the character we follow throughout the movie. And don't start barking on me. Ah! Sorry about that. So the film starts with Kai attempting to have sex with his boss's wife. And then there's this little girl on the street just standing there. So his boss comes in and finds Kai fucking his wife. So him and his friend beat the shit out of Kai and almost cut off his dick before he stabs them both and cuts out the woman's tongue, and then attempts to set a little girl on fire. Now, I'm not saying that is probably one of the most fucked up and probably one of the greatest entrances to a film ever, but that is one of the most fucked up and greatest entrances to a film I've ever fucking seen. So, after being kind of like caught in the middle of this murder and escaping, and I mean, he attempts to set fire to the little girl, but he's stopped. We get the credits, and then it skips ahead 10 years later, which I didn't realize until a little bit into the movie, where he's working at a restaurant and he's butchering these frogs, and he's, working for his new boss. He's in his boss and his boss's wife, who run the restaurant. They're really mean to him, and they attempt to like him and the boss go and pick up a whole pig from a butcher shop. And they get kind of sort of kicked out before being like, okay, we'll pay the expensive ass price for one of these pigs. So, Kai gets kicked out of a bar for being a bit forward with some whores there. Then he gets home and fucks a piece of raw pig meat while listening to his neighbors fucking. I have no words. This is almost as weird as Tokyo Gore Police. Actually, not almost as weird, but it's pretty weird. Not as weird as that. I don't think anything can get weirder than Tokyo Gore Police. So, Kai... Okay, wait. So the little girl who witnessed her parents getting murdered realizes that when she was at the restaurant that day, she saw Kai, and she remembers Kai, and she goes to the police and attempts to report him, but nothing really works. So Kai and his boss are out driving. They run into a cheetah, and really this movie's all over the place. Like, one minute it'll be making all these kind of funny jokes about and them going into the African wilds and almost getting attacked by cheetahs and stuff, and it will go from that to raping people and murdering children. This movie's like Ichi the Killer when it comes to that. So they go out and they see this ritual going on for these tribe people that are infected by Ebola, and they sacrifice this chicken and cover the people that are infected in its blood. Um, so then they find some corpses, buy some pigs. Let's see what else happens. They crash and get stuck because of an elephant. Kai sees a tribewoman passed out by the river and decides to rape her. When she vomits and convulses on him and dies, he crushes her head with a fucking rock. The next day, Kai accidentally cuts his finger and his blood and bleeds into the food before passing out. The next day, so sorry, I kind of drew a blank there. So Kai's boss goes to the doctor and to see what's up, and it turns out that Kai's infected with the Ebola virus. So he tries to escape. It finds out Kai is infected with the Ebola virus, and Kai attempts to rape his boss's wife, only for Kai's boss to interrupt and be murdered. So he rapes her, he eats her eyeball, before cutting them up with a circular saw and making meat patties out of them. And as it turns out, these burgers are a big hit with everyone. So everybody's getting infected, the workers are leaving, Kai's very happy, feeling healthy and successful, he has all this money, but will that success last? And will Kai be able to keep his secret under wraps forever? Or will it rear its ugly head? Watch the movie yourself, damn it. So this movie is an infamous Category 3 film, similar to that of, like, Ricky-O. Usually Category 3 is reserved for, like, pornographic films. It's not super rare that a film gets a Category 3 rating, but when it does, it becomes quite a notable film. Especially when it's a film that isn't pornographic. So, this one got a Category 3 rating. I mean, besides that, that's something really notable that people should know about this film. It's decently written and acted, I'll give it that. It's pretty good with its editing and the way it's shot. It gets a little goofy at times. I mean, which is strange for a film that basically key plot points are rape, murder, cannibalism, marital problems. God, I can't talk today. Ebola and even heroin addiction. When your key plot points revolve around shit like that, you'd think a movie wouldn't be funny. And I've got to say, I mean, it isn't super funny, but it's got some laughs. It definitely does. And on the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like The Corpse Grinders and 10 being something like Brain Dead, this movie's maybe a 6. It wasn't as gory as I hoped, but it was still good and bloody enough to keep me entertained. The plot was great. The writing is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty bloody during the first half of the film, but during, like, the last half, it gets decently gory. This is one of those films that's really hard to suggest to just about anybody, because the subject matter of it, I'm not saying it's something, like, you can't suggest to anybody because it has something that will offend everybody, but the subject matter of the film and what the film's key plot points are may bother some people or disturb some people. This movie's often called a disturbing film, and I would not say it's disturbing. It's more of a just kind of, if you have a sick sense of humor, you'll find this movie pretty funny, and I found it pretty funny. I mean, all I can really say is this isn't a film for everybody. It's just really a pretty kind of fucked up little horror flick that has a lot going for it, and I could suggest this to horror fans looking for something a little bit different, or people looking for, their new kind of favorite cult film. Because, I mean, this one didn't blow me away, but it was definitely a great, really good horror film. And, I mean, it's not like the last few movies I've watched, surely. Well, not besides American Mary, which I didn't review, but I thought that was a really, really good film. But yeah, this one's definitely great. Yeah, so guys, 4.5 out of 5, 9 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. It's definitely worthy of that. of the rating I'm giving it. I mean, honestly, that's it, guys. So, if you guys want, well, I usually don't know what to do with closers. So, my official Facebook page for BiscuitBlue69 is up, so you guys can go give that a like if you want. Share this video with your friends. Do what you want. I don't really care. I mean, I'm not one of those people that's like, hey, hit the subscribe button, because I don't really care if you guys like or favorite or subscribe or share my videos. I mean, I'm grateful for the people that do, give me feedback and stuff like that. I am grateful for that, but I don't really care. But share this video with your friends if you feel like it. Like the Facebook page if you want. I'll put the link in the description. But anyway, guys, I'm BiscuitBoo69, signing off. Peace.
You're listening to a demo for